everyone. In this video, I am going to explain about different types of farming and their features. So let us start our today's class. As you know, farming is practiced all over the world. But you would be surprised to know that the ways of farming are different. The farming activity of an area depends on several factors, such as geographical conditions, the demand for produce, labor, and level of technology. Geographical conditions mean soil type, temperature, and rainfall of the area. For instance, rice is grown in an area where heavy rainfall takes place, whereas wheat is grown in the area of moderate rainfall. The demand for the produce is also not the same in every area. For example, in West Bengal, people prefer to eat rice, due to which rice is the main crop grown there. Another factor that affects agriculture is labor. As you know, to grow some crops we need more labor. For example, tea, coffee, etc. Thus, they are grown in the area where labor is easily available. The next factor is the level of technology. It is very obvious that if we use a high level of technology or modern machinery, we can get huge production, whereas simple tools and techniques can fetch very low productivity. Thus, we can conclude that the farming activity of an area depends upon the geographical conditions, the demand for produce, labor, and level of technology. On this basis, we have classified farming into two main types. These are subsistence farming and commercial farming. Let us know about subsistence farming first. From the word subsistence, you can get the idea that this type of farming is done mainly for the existence or survival of the farmers and their family members. In other words, you can say that agricultural products are mainly consumed by the farmers and their family members. Let us know the main features of this type of farming. First, it is done on a small piece of land by using simple tools such as hoe, dhow, and digging sticks. Second, as they use low levels of technology to grow a variety of crops, they do not have large produce or extra produce to sell in the market and get profit. Therefore, farmers are generally poor. Subsistence farming can be further classified into intensive subsistence farming and primitive subsistence farming. In intensive subsistence farming, the farmers cultivate a small plot of land using simple tools and more labor. It is also known as labor-intensive farming because a large number of people work on a small piece of land. Thus, it is mainly done in the thickly populated areas of the monsoon regions of South, Southeast, and East Asia. Do you know what are the main features of intensive farming? Let me tell you some features. First, in this type of farming, high-yielding variety of seeds, modern chemical inputs, and irrigation are used to increase production. Second, more than one crop is cultivated during a year. For example, rice, wheat, maize, etc. Third, per hectare yield is very high. I hope all these points are clear to you. Now come to the primitive subsistence farming. It includes shifting cultivation and nomadic herding. Let us discuss each one of them in detail. Shifting cultivation is mainly practiced in the forested areas of Amazon basin, tropical Africa, Southeast Asia, and parts of Northeast India. In this type of farming, the land is cleared by cutting and burning trees, due to which it is also known as slash and burn agriculture. The farming methods are of primitive type, meaning that simple tools and techniques are used for cultivation. The crops like maize, potatoes, and cassavas are grown here. After about 2 to 3 years, when the soil loses its fertility and becomes unproductive, then the farmers shift to another part of the forest. This type of shifting allows nature to replenish the fertility of the soil through natural processes. Do you know shifting cultivation is considered a wasteful form of agriculture? But why? There are many reasons. First, it leads to deforestation because trees are cut down and burnt so that the land could be cleared to do agriculture. Second, due to deforestation, soil becomes loose, which causes soil erosion and even landslides. Third, it also causes an increase in the amount of carbon dioxide in that area because the trees are burnt. Thus, we can say it is destructive for nature. I hope this is clear to you. Now, let us know about nomadic herding. You must have studied about nomads. Nomads are a group of people who travel from one place to another and have no permanent home. These nomads move with their cattle and herds, which is called nomadic herding. But why do they move? There are many reasons for it. First, in search of water and fodder for their animals. Second, in response to climatic constraints such as inadequate and poor rainfall distribution, high temperature, and high evaporative demands, etc. They usually follow a defined route, or you can say a fixed route. It is practiced in the semi-arid and arid regions of Sahara, Central Asia, and some parts of India like Rajasthan and Jammu and Kashmir. Sheep, camel, yak, and goats are most commonly reared. They provide milk, meat, wool, hides, and other products to the herders and their families. So children, that was all about subsistence farming. In the next video, we will continue with commercial farming. Do subscribe to my channel and get notifications about upcoming videos. Thank you everyone.